Hi, our lesson today is again about grammar, and it's also about parts of speech too. Today we are going to talk about nouns. What is the noun? A noun is a naming word. It names a person, a place, a thing, an idea, a living creature, a quality, or an action. So this is the definition of a noun. It is a naming word. It gives names to words, okay? So it names a person, like any name. It can be Huda, it can be Ali. A place, let's say the zoo, a class, a club. A thing, like car, tree. Living creature can be like a dog or a man or something. Okay, so these we call them nouns. This is the definition of a noun. It names a person, a place, a thing, an idea, a living creature, a quality, or an action. What are the main suffixes of the noun? Of course, other from the names of people, so some words got suffixes. We have to put some suffixes at the end of the word to see that this is a noun. So the first suffix is ment, which comes at the end of a word. It's like development, judgment, government. So we have here develop, the verb, and we put ment towards the end of the word to change the verb develop into noun development. So the first suffix is ment. Example, development, judgment, government. The second suffix is al. So we have arrival, survival, refusal, proposal, dismissal, denial. Okay, so here arrival is the noun of the verb arrive. So I put al at the end to say that I'm now talking about the noun. sion. So the suffix also we have is soin, and we have like revision, provision, vision, admission, inclusion, cohesion, expansion, and of course some other words. So the sion suffix at the end, this also tells me that I'm dealing with a noun. The other suffix we're going to look at is tion. So we have action, protection, affection, attention, alteration, variation. So when you have tion, this means that I'm dealing with a noun. So in this case, in this word action, the verb is act, and if I add tion at the end, then it will be action, the noun. And of course here act as a verb, it has t, so only I put ion because t is already there. Another suffix is ent, and of course the example we have is excellent, evident, magnificent, and different. Okay, so the ending is ent, and so this means that I am talking about a noun. The other suffix is ance, like attendance, acceptance, endurance. So we have attendance, ance, it comes from the verb attend. And so if I add ance at the end, then it is attendance, acceptance, endurance. the suffix ence, like independence, dependence, interference, intelligence. So again, ence, okay? And then we have the ending ery, like discovery. It comes from the word discover, okay? So again, if you write discover, you will find that the verb ends in r, okay? So if you put y and then the ending will be ery, then I changed the verb into noun. Discovery, bribery, robbery, misery, refinery, bakery. Then I have ism, the suffix ism, like criticism, terrorism, tourism. So I have criticism, ism at the end, terrorism, and tourism. Then I have the suffix ship, ship, and the examples we have is friendship, relationship, citizenship, leadership. So ship, friendship, relationship, citizenship, and leadership. Then the last suffix we're going to look at today is ness, N-E-S-S, like darkness, dullness, effectiveness. So these are the main suffixes that we use in order to change a word into a noun. This word can be a verb or sometimes can be as here, adjective, like let's say dullness and other words, okay? So these suffixes like ment, al, sion, tion, ent, ance, ence, ery, ism, ship, ship, and ness, ness. I'm going to give you just 1 minute to have a close look at the suffixes and the examples. Okay, so now, what are the main positions of the noun? Where should or where could I put a noun in the sentence? Number one, after verb to have. And the example we have here is money has in our life. So, again, we said I have to put the noun after verb to have. And in the case, in our sentence, we have the form of verb to have is has, because this is singular, money, has. So, which word here is the noun? Is it import? Is it B, important, C, importance, and D, importantly? Yes, it is importance. This is the noun, okay? Important is the adjective, and we're going to look at adjectives in our lesson today. So money has importance in our life, which is the noun. Also, I use a noun after the adjective. Like, money has high in our life. So we have here high. This is an adjective. So high what? Excellent. High importance in our life. So now I knew that I use nouns after verb to have in the sentence, like money has importance, and also after the adjective. In this case we have high. Money has high importance. So high is an adjective. Okay? Also, after verb to be with job words, like, my father is an in this factory. So I need to put a noun here, which is after verb to be. Here, verb to be is the word is. Okay? Is what? And then we have job words, and of course, job word means the work or the title of a work. So let's say, is a doctor, is a teacher. In our case here, is an. So which word is the noun? We have employee, employ, employment, and employed. We have two nouns, employee and employment. These are nouns. But of course, employee means the person who works, okay? Employee. And this is the correct word which we should use in this sentence. Job words, okay? Employment is the general noun, okay? So here we have employee. So my father is an employee in this factory. It means that he works in this factory. Employee is like teacher, is like worker, is like doctor. Okay? So we use noun after verb to be with job words. Is an employee, job word. Now we move on to some exercises. Choose the suitable answer. She was a woman of great, A, beautiful, B, beauty, C, beautify, D, beautifully. So she was a woman of great, what is the correct answer? Remember, we are using nouns here. So, which word here is the noun? Perfect. Beauty. Beauty is the noun. Very good. Number 2. His new job means taking on more what? A, responsible, B, responsibility, C, responsibly, and D, responsive. So, his new job means taking on more. Which is the suitable answer? Who can tell me? Excellent. Responsibility. Because responsibility is the noun. Number 3. The researchers are repeating the on rats. So, A, experimental, B, experimentally, C, experimenta, and D, experiment. So, the researchers are repeating the on rats. The what? Which is the noun here? Remember, we need to put a noun in this space. Very good. So, it's D, experiment. The researchers are repeating the experiment on rats. Very good. Number 4. The factory has 500 what? A. Employees, B. Employees, C. Employment, and D. Employed. Yeah, you answer, please. Very good. Employees, and this is the plural of the word employee when we add S. Remember, we have 500, so this is plural. So, employees. Excellent. Number 5. He quickly gained in the group. A. Acceptable, B. Accepted, C. Acceptance, and D. Accepting. So, number 5, he quickly gained in the group. A. Acceptable, B. Accepted, C. Acceptance, and D. Accepting. It's not accepting, okay? Because I heard some of you answered accepting. No, it's not accepting. Yeah. Very good. Acceptance, because we have to put a noun here. Acceptance. Excellent. Number 6. Please sign the and return it to us. A. Agreeing, B. Agreeable, C. Agreement, D. Agree. Again, which of these words is the noun? Remember the endings, okay? Perfect. Agreement, because we have here the suffix ment, which means that this word is the noun. So please sign the agreement and return it to us. So let's look at these sentences again. The factory has 500 employees. He quickly gained acceptance in the group. Please sign the agreement and return it to us. Number 7. Fighting has started without of war. A. Declare, B. Declaration, C. Declared, D. Declaring. And the word declare means to tell, okay, to announce, to make it known for all people. So remember, we need what? We need here a noun. Which of these words is a noun? Yeah, you became very good. It's the word ending in tion. Remember the suffix that we use in order to change a verb into a noun. So then the answer is going to be B, declaration. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, number 8. I always spend A on presents. A, fortunate, B, fortunately, C, fortune, and D, fortunes. So again, we need a noun here. I always spend A on presents. So, what is the correct word? Yes, fortune. Because I have A, and I use it as a singular word, okay? Fortunes means many fortune, lots of money, okay? So this is the plural, so I can't put it here because I have A. This means that I need singular word, which is fortune. Number 9, I am writing to you in with your application. A, connect, B, connection, C, connected, and D, connecting. So because we have a preposition, we try to use a noun after the preposition, okay? Preposition here, in. So, which word is the noun? Is it connect? Yes, no, it's not a verb, it's not a noun, this is a verb, okay? So, which word is the noun? Yeah, very good. So, it is connection because it ends in I-O-N, T-I-O-N. So, this is the noun. I am writing to you in connection with your application. So let's have a look at these sentences together. 7. Fighting has started without declaration of war. I always spend a fortune on presents. I am writing to you in connection with your application. Very good. Now, there is another style of exercise where you are going to give the noun form of these words. So I will just present you a word and you are to give the noun form, okay? Criticize. Remember we had, in our previous lesson, we talked about the verb, and so the verb ends in I-Z-E, okay? So if I have the word criticize, then what is the noun of this word? So the word is characterize, and then the noun is character. Very good. Characterize, and the noun is character. Another word, the word accept. This is a verb. So think of the noun. What suffix should I add here? What suffix should I add here? Excellent. Acceptance. So I added A-N-C-E. Remember, we said that sometimes we have a verb and we need to add a suffix to change this verb into a noun. So I have accept, I change it into acceptance. Excellent. Another word is blacken. And again, blacken is a verb. We talked about it in our previous lesson. So what is the noun? Yeah, blackness. You add to the adjective black N-E-S-S. Remember when we said that we have a suffix N-E-S-S, which we use in order to change an adjective, in this case, into a noun. So it's blackness. The verb decide so I have the verb decide, then yeah, the noun is decision. I added to the verb S-I-O-N to change it into noun. So the verb decide, the noun is decision. Express, the verb express Yeah, I know. I think you know, all of you know this one. This is easy. Yeah, expression. So you add again S-I-O-N. Remember the verb got S-S. So we have S-I-O-N at the end. So the verb express and the noun is going to be expression. Connect. Yes, I heard you. You did that very quickly. Connection. Because you are always connected to the internet, so you know the connection. So the verb is connect. You add T-I-O-N. And again, connect T is there already, so you put I-O-N. So connect as verb is changed into connection as noun. Hard. Think about this. What is the noun of hard? Yes, hardness. Again, hard is an adjective. So it's like when you find an adjective, you want to change this adjective into noun, you add the suffix ness, N-E-S-S. And we have two cases here. We have blackness, black, color, which is an adjective. Then you put ness, and hardness, again, hard is an adjective, and you put ness, the suffix ness, at the end of the adjective. Bright. Yeah, what do you think now? Yes, brightness. Very good, because again, bright is used as an adjective. Bright sun. So, if it is an adjective, then at the end I'm going to put ness, the suffix ness, to change it into a noun. So I have bright, it will be brightness. Let's have a look again at these words and their noun forms. Okay, so we have characterize, character, accept, acceptance, blacken, blackness, decide, decision, express, expression, connect, connection, hard, hardness, bright, brightness. Give you half of a minute to just have a look at the words and their noun forms. Okay? Now we are going to look at the adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun. It tells you something about the noun. So you have the noun already in the sentence, and then when we use adjectives, it means that we are knowing something more about the noun. Let's say the car is expensive. So I knew that the car is expensive. I know something more about the car. Okay? Or let's say beautiful girl. I knew that the girl is beautiful. Or strong boy. I knew that the boy is strong. So it tells me more about the noun. Okay? So an adjective is a word that describes a noun. It tells you something about the noun. What are the main suffixes of adjective? Okay. So we have the suffixes IC, like economic, politic, historic. So this means that this word is an adjective. Economic, politic, historic. Then I have AL, educational, historical, experimental, horizontal, vertical, classical. And then I have A and T, like constant, predominant, important, brilliant, ignorant, hesitant. Then I have full, and I think this is the most famous of the suffixes of the adjectives, like wonderful, beautiful, useful, helpful, careful, and plentiful. So this is famous, I think you know it all, that whenever you find full at the end of a word, then it means that this word is an adjective. Let's say wonderful day, useful lesson, helpful friend. IAL is like essential, potential, social, beneficial. And then we have ENT, like excellent, evident, magnificent, different. So if you find the word ending in ENT, then this could be an adjective, okay? Different story, excellent answer. And then we have able, which is the suffix able, and we have example, likable, manageable, affordable, lovable, enjoyable. So these are adjectives. IBLE, like tangible, impossible, irresistible, terrible, visible, responsible. So again, when you find IBLE at the end of a word, then you understand that this word is an adjective. Impossible mission, okay? So it means impossible job. And then again, another famous suffix, which is less, LESS, like hopeless, useless, fruitless, helpless, careless. So it's like the opposite of full, okay? You can have here useful, and the opposite is useless. Helpful, and the opposite is helpless. Careful and careless. Again, this is famous. And then we have the suffix OUS. Examples: dangerous, courageous, fabulous, serious, mysterious, infectious. Again, also OUS suffix is also famous. I think you know that well. Dangerous. And then the last suffix we're going to look at now is IVE, like attractive, attentive, effective, imaginative, repetitive. So I'll give you just a minute to have a look again at the suffixes and the examples. And these suffixes, remember that we are talking about adjectives. So ICE, AL, ANT, full, FUL, IAL, ENT, able, 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 IBLE, less, LESS, OUS, and IVE. Just have a look at the suffixes and the examples. Okay. Now, what are the main positions of the adjective? Or where, as we said before, where to put the adjective in the sentence? After verb to be. And we have example, money is in our life. So here, verb to be is the word is. And I think also we mentioned that before. So, the adjective will be, which word is the adjective? Is it import, important, importance, importantly? Yeah, by now you will know that. Very good. It's important. So it will be, money is important in our life. So here I put an adjective. I can also say, Mona is good. Okay, or Mona is a good girl. Again, good is an adjective. Also, I put an adjective before the noun. So, I have, let's say, an adjective, and I have a noun, then I put the adjective before the noun, and we have example like, money has an role in our life. Role is the noun. Okay, so we have A, import, important, importance, importantly. Very good, important, because I put it before the noun, role. So money has an important role in our life. Also, I put an adjective between as. Okay, and here I'm not comparing anything, I'm just putting as, and then I have adjective, and then as. Let's look at this example. Money is as love. So we have here as, then I have to put the adjective important. So to be, money is as important as love. Also, I use an adjective after the adverb. Money is highly in our life. So here we have highly is an adverb. How did I know that this is an adverb? Yes, you remind me, because of the suffix ly. Very good. So, after an adverb, highly, then I'm going to put what? Excellent. Important. So it will be, money is highly important in our life. And I use an adjective between so that, to, and before enough to. Okay, so I use an adjective between so that, to, and before enough to. So I have, money is so, yeah, important that we can't live without it. So I have so that in the sentence, then I put the adjective between so and that, important. Again, I can say, money is too important to live without. Again, I have to, and I put important in the middle, okay? And I can say, money is important enough to live without. So I have here important enough to, and then I put the verb live without. So whenever I find so that, I put an adjective in the middle. To, and be careful, to here is T-O-O, and the other one is to. Adjective in the middle, and before enough to. Excellent. Now let's choose the suitable answer. I will do only with you number 1, then you are going to continue the rest. So number 1 says the woman has a face. Remember we said we need to put an adjective before a noun. Face here is the noun. So which word is the adjective here? Is it A, beautiful, B, beautify, C, beauty, and D, beautifully? Look at the suffixes. You will know definitely which one is the adjective. Excellent. Beautiful. This is the adjective. And so we use the adjective beautiful before the noun face. Okay, let's have a look at number 2. The driver is for the safety of the passengers. A, responsible, B, responsibility, C, responsibly, and D, responsive. Again, let me remind you is that we use an adjective after verb to be. Here we have verb to be is. Yeah, you answer that. Very good. Responsible. This is the adjective because of this. I knew it because of the suffix ible. Remember? Responsible. Number 3. The technique is still at the stage. It hasn't been fully developed yet. Remember we said we use again an adjective before a noun. So stage is the noun here, okay? A, experimental, B, experimentally, C, experimenter, and D, experiment. Which word is the adjective? So first you decide which word is the adjective, then you put it in its place here. Very good. Experimental. So I have here the suffix al. Remember when we were talking about the adjectives, we said that the suffix al, I use it to say that this word is an adjective. So the technique is still at the experimental stage. It hasn't been fully developed yet. So again, let's look at these sentences together. The woman has a beautiful face. Number 2, the driver is responsible for the safety of the passengers. And number 3, the technique is still at the experimental stage. It hasn't been fully developed yet. Let's look at some other sentences. Number 4, Amna has won many prizes for her designs. Again, be careful that we need to put what do we put before a noun. Here design is a noun. What is the word we used to put before it? Yes, adjective. Okay, so let's look at this. A, innovate. B, innovation. C, innovative. And D, innovating. Very good. Innovative designs. Okay. Again, I knew it because I have here the suffix ive at the end. Also, innovating is another adjective, but I can't use it in this context. Okay. So it should have another way of dealing with the adjectives ending in ing. Number 5. The Minister of Health is making the health service as possible. Remember we said that we use as, between as, we need to have an adjective here. So A, is it effective? B, effect. C, effectively. And D, effectiveness. You choose. Again, try to look at the suffixes and decide which one is the adjective. Very good. It is effective because the adjective has the suffix IVE at the end. Remember, the ly suffix means that we are talking about an adverb, and ness suffix we are talking about a noun. Okay, excellent. So again, let's look at these sentences. Amna has won many prizes for her innovative designs. Number 5, the Minister of Health is making the health service as effective as possible. Now, give the adjective form of these verbs. So there are some verbs, and we need you to use the adjective forms of it. So characterize as a verb. What is the adjective form of this verb? Very good. Characteristic. So the adjective is characteristic. Accept, the verb accept, and yeah, excellent. The adjective is acceptable. I added able as the suffix able to the end of the word. Acceptable. Excellent. Blacken as a verb, then the adjective will be black. As we said before, black, the color, any color is an adjective. So here, blacken, this is a verb, and so the adjective is black. Excellent. Decide, the verb decide, and the adjective is decisive. Very good. I put at the end, of course, SIVE here, okay? So at the end, the IVE, the adjective of the suffixes, the suffix which deals with an adjective. Express as a verb, then the adjective is expressive. Expressive, again, IVE at the end. Connect, and the noun is connected. Yeah, don't tell me that this is the past tense of the verb. Yes, in some sentences it can be the past tense when I use it as a verb in the past simple tense. Okay, let's say I connected the line or whatever yesterday, so it is connected. But here, when I use it as an adjective, then it will give me others. I will use it in another sentence in another context. Harden, again, this is a verb, and the adjective is hard. Okay. Brighten, again, this is another verb, remember? So, very easy to do what? To just remove the ending en, and so you find the adjective. So when we have harden, it's hard. Bright, it is, brighten, then it is bright. So let's look at these verbs again and look at these adjectives together. So characterize, then the adjective is characteristic. Accept, acceptable. Blacken, black. Decide, decisive. express, expressive, connect, connected, harden, hard, brighten, bright. So now we come to the end of our lesson today. I hope it was interesting and you knew more about nouns and adjectives. And as we said earlier, noun is the word which names things or places or people or action, and an adjective is the word which describes the noun. And we talked about some suffixes which we use for nouns and other suffixes which we use for adjectives. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Till we meet again. Bye. By this we come to the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it.